right, begin.
What's going on, y'all? What it is. So before we get started, I would just like to say shout out to the young lady who hit me up wanting to see the old intro that I had. I played it for you. I hope that you enjoyed it for whatever it is. It was so long ago since I used that intro, but I hope you liked it. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and slide on this topic because things are getting extra spicy out here in these streets. So Courtney Burgess, the guy that came forward out of the blue, basically saying that he had Kim Porter's original unedited book. He also said that he had about 8 tapes that featured some high profile celebrities that attended the Diddy parties, right? So Courtney, alongside his lawyer, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, they've already turned in all of the documentation, all of the evidence that Courtney had against Diddy over to the feds. Now, what's interesting about those chain of events, it must have spooked the complete dues out of Diddy because Diddy is now asking for a gag order on all of the documentation that was turned in to the feds by Courtney. Now, I'm hoping that the courts do not capitulate to Diddy's demands because I feel like all of the evil that he's done in the dark, we need to go ahead and turn on the light on everything that he's done and expose the absolute truth on his ass. That's how I feel about it, right? Now, what's interesting and what was explosive is the fact that Courtney and Jaguar Wright clashed on social media. Now, during their heated exchange, and you'll see it in just a moment, Jaguar was accusing Courtney of being a plant that was put in place by Jay-Z to go against Diddy. Jaguar also called out Courtney for not being genuine in his approach to get justice for Kim Porter. She feels like he's monetizing the situation, right? Also, there was this fiery discussion based around Tupac, and I believe that Courtney may have alluded to something about Tupac being attached to Kim Porter, or he was trying to get justice for Tupac, something along those lines. And basically, Jaguar allegedly had Tupac's old producer on the phone by the name of Meech. Now, what was crazy about this situation is that when Meech was trying to check Courtney thought that he was talking to Big Meech because he said, yo, you've been locked up for 30 years. I mean, Courtney was standing on business, but this Meech is an actual producer, allegedly. Now, I looked it up and I didn't see any producer by the name of Meech that produced any of Tupac's songs. Now, the producer I did find that goes by the name Meech Wells, he's produced songs for Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal, but if you look at the list, there's no songs that feature Tupac. So if you guys know a Meech that worked with Tupac back in the days, feel free to jump down in the comments and enlighten me because I can't find that information. But whoever was on the phone with Jaguar claiming to be Tupac's producer, he was disrespectful as hell. At one point he said F Kim Porter, and I'm like, dang, it's like that? Just because you have love and an affinity for Tupac, you don't have to disrespect a deceased woman just because you don't like what Courtney said about Pac or you have a disagreement. I mean, damn. But Jaguar was quick to distance herself from that comment, and she was like, yo, that's what he feels. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much because some of you may have not seen the clips yet, and I'm going to leave you with these clips. But I want you guys to pay close attention to Courtney Burgess and the hand signals he's making. He's making those hand signals the same way Jay-Z did, representing The Rock, and he's kind of putting his hand over his eye. That represents, in my estimation, some type of affiliation with a secret society, with many suspecting that he may have ties to the Illuminati. I also want you to pay close attention to how cool, calm, and collect Courtney is. Like, he's not worried about a thing, and he's just letting Jaguar just talk and speak or whatever the case may be. He defends himself, but he's just laid back and just cool about everything with no facial expressions whatsoever. Now, before I go, I do want to state my position in all of this. Listen, I don't know Courtney from a can of paint, and for all I know, Courtney could be an imposter. He could have submitted some documentation that really means nothing to the feds. Maybe the feds have all of that information that Courtney has already submitted, right? And so you could just have a situation here where Courtney is just throwing spaghetti up against the wall to see what sticks, right? But I'm just saying his demeanor and the way he comes across so fearless. It seems as though that he may have some type of machine behind him. Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this exchange. All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.
Jag, do what you do.
Oh, I will.
To the fullest.
Do what you do.
To the fullest. This changes nothing. Go back and tell your boss.
So just let me pick at the label a little bit here, Jack. Right. So if we're saying there's a massive puppeteer behind Courtney, right? Mm-hmm. Where do you land then with the USB drives? Where does that fall into?
Where do I land is this. Whatever Kim Porter's last words were, it was broken up into multiple pieces. No one person got more than the other. No one person had a bulk of anything. How he was able to acquire all of this, I think maybe the feds wanted to authenticate and see if there was any duplicates. Like I said when I first got on here, they got a lot. Now, I'm sure that what he got ain't much different. Actually, some of it might have been edited from what they've already confiscated. Like I don't think this is a matter of finding anything new. I think this is a matter on vetting and authenticating the legitimacy of what's being said. I tell you what, if Carters are behind this in any way, bravo. Great play. Great way to help Diddy and cover themselves, because you've also been speaking up for Beyonce these days, trying to encourage everybody that she's still an angel. Like, y'all gotta do better with how y'all trying to run the misinformation. It's not lining up.
Wait, let me run it back, right? So when I was talking about the USB drives and where you landed on it, right? What I'm getting at is, if all of this is, if Courtney's got a puppeteer and all the
I'm telling you, there's no way in the world he got the first hand anything. It was passed down, compiled by someone else. And like he's saying, he doesn't really want to let go of who the source is that gave him all of this stuff. And he said, he don't know nothing. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. He got it. Let it go. I'm doing it for pop. For the people.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist,
whatever,
right?
Dude, like whatever.
I'm not being funny, and I will just be honest. I did notice that myself. Of all the ways you could have positioned your hands, Courtney, that was the only way that you could have positioned them in a way that would have caused anything. And I'm going to be honest with you, I noticed that too.
Whatever they confiscated, he didn't sin when he got it. As explosive as that was, if you were really trying to be a good Samaritan, in this case, you would have sent it right away. No, it had to be subpoenaed.
But do you not think, Jaguar, in cases like this, there's a time for dropping this sort of evidence?
If he was really interested in getting justice for Kim, they wouldn't have needed to monetize it first. They would have just given it to the authority to get justice for Kim. This was monetized, sir. He's not a good Samaritan here, sir.
I'm not here to be a good Samaritan. I'm not here for neither one of them.
What does this Kim Porter stuff got to do with Pop? How you getting justice for Pop? Fucking smack on a woman's body count after she did.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
Please, what you talking about?
He's asking you, but I'm asking you, what does Kim Porter's book and all of the Western stuff that was published in there, what that got to do with Tupac?
First of all, it was all I did was got the flash drive, went down the book. I did not write the book.
Exactly. Ain't nobody fitting to slander Pac.
Nah, we can't do that. That's who does that? Important.
That's how he feels about it. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. You clout chasing. This is too producer.
Hold up, Jaguar. Let me let you talk.
Come up here. Now that you done
hold up.
This person got nothing to do with none of this.
I gave you respect. I gave you a spot. Don't.
Hey,
Carry on, Courtney.
I'm gonna mute up, Meech. Yeah, he said he wouldn't do that. Apples and oranges. You've been warned.
I'm gonna tell you just like this, Jaguar. I don't care what you got to say.
You've been warned.
Up, big Meech.
Oranges.
Could I talk?
Yeah.
Say something.
Go on, Courtney, respond.
I can't respond because I didn't hear what she's saying.
Do you want to just respond to what you heard, the conversation on the phone?
What? I would let her go ahead and do it, and I do what I got to say. Because Jaguar, she's off the hook like she always been. she's a failure to the industry because she only got far as she got. And that's this high.
Well, wait a minute, Meech. Now he's talking about my career.
You know what I'm saying? Meech, I don't know you. And I don't know you, Jaguar.
Senior, sir.
What is that?
That, like he said, that don't mean nothing. That you don't know him. Everybody relevant does. Question is, why don't nobody know you?
Because you know what? I'm not a clout chaser like you say.
You are clout chaser. You just brought up Tupac me, and he ain't got nothing to do with this book.
Because I don't have nothing to do with the book but publishing. That's what was
should not have been included in that farce. Tupac's name should not be included in that farce. That woman's personal life has nothing to do with the legacy of Tupac. Cut it out.
Listen.
Cut it out.
No, you cut it out, Jaguar. Jaguar, you the one clout chasing. You the one clout chasing. Oh, you wait, hold up.
That's my friend. That's not a clout chaser. You clout chasing. Because nobody.
How you a friend? He been in jail for 30 years. He been in jail for.
Somebody that know Pop. Who knows you?
I know Pop. He know me. Yes.
Let me just jump in here for a second, right? At the risk of my own life. So it sounds like, and I'm sorry if this is not meant to come out patronizing or anything like that. So, Jaguar, your response is to what has been put in the additional segments of this book that exposed a lot of the alleged activities of Kim. Her kids seen it, all the rest of it. Courtney, you're denying even having any part in writing that segment, and I believe, and I'm just taking this from what I took on board when you said you were doing this for your friend Tupac. I believe you meant handing over the drives and doing your part for all of this. I'm not taking sides. I just want to make that clear. Okay, I'm not taking sides. Okay, I can feel your eyes burning through me, Jaguar. Like I can feel them, right? So is that? Oh, I was just pointing at me now. Like, is that where we're at? Because I feel like when you said you were doing this for your friend, it was the broader actions, and you're not a witness. You were called in to hand over evidence. At no point are we saying that you witnessed or were any part of the evidence gathering or anything like that. I'm not trying to give anyone a way out of this. I'm just saying, for me, it felt like when you said you were doing this for your friend, you meant walking into the court and handing stuff over. And I feel like Jaguar is saying that she is raging, rightfully so, about what was put in that book, and you're saying that you never put it in the book. So I'm going to step back now and hope that I didn't say anything wrong.
No, you didn't say anything wrong. You said everything right. Okay. Jaguar just yelling for no reason. Oh. She's just yelling just to be heard.
She's a passionate woman.
Yeah, passionate woman of a loser.
Oh, don't make it sound like we're on the same side here. I'm scared now.
Did you just call me a loser, sir?
I never.
Yes, I did say it. Don't bite my words.
Your mother's a f***ing loser. How about that?
You said
like, you should have minded your business.
My mind is my business, Jaguar.
You want to be a pass around and do it quietly, G. Do it quietly. Before you get it, don't nobody know. You know a little bit too much, and now you don't want to know anything at all. And then you want to sit up there and say you doing all of this for Tupac? I got Tupac's friend and producer on the phone. He's calling boo on you, G.
Hey,
you all you're doing is pretty talking.
But that is good. Ain't nobody got to do nothing. It's enough that is tired of they want to come back. So
Stop.
I didn't hear anything.
You being called out the real ones, G. And guess what? We ready. I wore this hat for a reason.
Because you rehearsed. You rehearsed, Jaguar.
I just told this man.
I don't know what it is. I don't even hear.
No, the text messages between me and your lawyer. And now you ain't got nothing to do with
it. I can't hear what you're saying.
I didn't do nothing. I don't know nothing. Didn't I tell y'all? Somebody owes me some money because I know y'all took bets. What did I tell you before you came up here? He about to be the stuttering.
No, it ain't nothing.
You're stuttering.
No, I'm not a stuttering. Jack, I'm gonna let you get your prop. Listen, take your roses.
Leave pop out of you in your mouth too much.
Listen.
I'm telling you.
Jaguar, I'm gonna let you get your fame for now.
Wait a minute, Meech. I'm gonna let you tell him yourself.
Okay, my man. This is the blessing that this woman has spent this time trying to drill this in your head about this Tupac, bro. Don't do that. I did the movie, dog. We didn't play with no bullshit when it came to the movie. Nothing to do with Pac that we play with, dog. So I'm just letting you know. Please believe there's a tribe out there that's gonna back what you talking about. I'm letting you know.
You can't let me know anything, brother.
Gave your heads up, bro. Leave that Pac alone, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Listen, Meech.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I don't hear you, what you're saying. You can't tell me to do anything.
All right, that's what he said.
All right.
That's what it is.
Just gave you advice.
That's what it is. Then it is what it is.
So can I just say that? Sorry, basically what you're saying.
It's real. That's okay. Listen to me. Whatever you've been running on, it just got real. Now your lawyer right said hi. I'm supposed to say you a punk running around pump faking on greatness, sitting there using a dead woman so that you can do whatever you got doing in the background. You a punk. I don't want to hear. You didn't tell me what it is. Keep my name out your mouth. I got to hear. Go on now.
Take my name.